What's going on, y'all? All right, let's see if this thing work now. I'm trying to get my audio right and everything. But I'm back again. This your boy Samina. Welcome to New Life Real Life Podcast. And you know I have to say what you mean. You ain't like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. You gotta subscribe to the channel. For real, for real. So, alright, so I'm finna react to this channel. No Fugazi podcast. I like some of his takes. Pretty stand-up fella. The title he got is called Co-Host Walks Off and Quits Mid-Show after this happened. So we're gonna tap into it and we're gonna see what this whole thing is about. And I'm gonna give my reaction, give my take, and let's go. Enough for the talking. Let's play.
My body count doesn't reflect on how I should be treated.
Oh, stop right there. Already into the show. All right. As a man, your body count do matter. Let me put it out there on the table. Let me put it out there on the table right now. Your body count does matter. As a man, we do not want to wife a thought. In layman terms, like the Bible said, we don't want to wife a whore. Like WHORE. We do not want to wife that. We don't want to parade you around other men or people knowing you've been around the whole streets. You've been around the block. We don't want that. That's embarrassing. So ladies, keep it together, keep it tight, and require your marriage at the end of the day. Have a low body count. If you can, stay a virgin until you require your marriage and the man commit. All right? That'll avoid so many problems, so many drama. It'll avoid a lot of stuff if you do it that way. So, yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
That's true.
I agree.
My body count doesn't reflect on how I should be treated.
Yeah,
That's true.
I agree.
Okay, so you're saying your body count don't reflect on how you should be treated, but the question is, does your body count reflect on if you deserve a good man?
Exactly, so no.
Good
Okay,
question.
so it doesn't.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. But you think,
In this generation, it does.
oh, you think it does. Okay, but it shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
And why do you think it shouldn't?
Because when did when did all of the body count happen? Is it because you think that I have a high body count that I'm not worthy of being in a good relationship?
Well,
That's
statistic.
kind of what it feels like the question is kind of gearing towards, is that if you have a high body count, you don't deserve a good man.
I mean, leave it to a man though. A high body count could be over too. Like,
True.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I mean, what's a good man, though? Like, a good man don't mean he's a millionaire. He's a billionaire. Or even carrying thousands of dollars. That's not what makes you a good man. Now, having that is a great, amazing component to being a great man. But that's not the totality of making you a great man. You feel me? So, again, don't get it misconstrued with what's a good man. Because having money is not a good man. You feel me? You have very bad men that has money that do very bad things with money. So that's not what makes you a good man, but it is a great component to have it that adds to you being a good man. So again, a good man, that's not what makes you a good man.
They had 10.
like
200.
Men is
So here's what I'll say. You said that you don't think that a woman's body count should reflect on her being treated good by men, deserving a good man. Now, the thing is this. Body count, it affects the woman more than the man.
how?
The reason why it affects the woman more than the man is because statistics shows that when a woman reaches a body count between 5 or 6, the probability for her to maintain a long-term relationship drops down to 20%. And there's also many other stats on body count when it comes to women as well. So how it affects the woman is because you're more likely to be unsatisfied with your future partners. Because when you experience men, you start to compare and contrast dick sizes, finances, charisma, masculinity. You subconsciously compare and contrast with each man that you're with. So when that happens, when the number gets too high, then when you get, depending on the man that you're with, well, it's a high probability that you're not going to be satisfied. That's what happens. So, and not only that, it damaged a woman. Even scientific shows that the more guys that skeet in you, well, that stays with you for like many years, almost forever. They can even find cells of a man, that semen of the man.
He stays in you. What? Yeah, I heard him.
That was in your brain. Sometimes they can find it in your body. With that being said, that's one thing that's a scientific fact, that they can find that in you. So that means that it matters.
It does.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
For real? You don't want to hear it.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
We do want to hear it.
Yeah, we want to hear it.
Listening to that, and that's like kind of
We
new.
definitely wanna hear it.
So I'm like, did that happen to gay boys too? And she like, yeah. I'm like, wait, what?
I mean,
Man, yeah, that's a whole nother topic. We don't know
What
nothing
y'all talking about?
We don't know-
Definitely.
we don't know nothing about that. I think if it's that way, maybe the parasites and stuff that's in the feces
like-
probably kills it. Who knows? I don't know. So
I don't know.
probably
I don't know.
discharges
I'm good.
of it, but I don't know who. That's
I
disgusting.
don't like the way you said that.
You wouldn't know that.
It's a disgusting thing.
It really
It's an abomination. Anyways, as I was stating, so with what I just said, what's your response to that,
From what I remember, what I thought is just it has to do with some men's ego. Women.
Mecha Break
bad
is
about
now
the ad,
available
y'all.
with Google Play Games on PC. Become
Comparing.
But the thing is,
other-
men would never know the actual number. Now we can get, depending on how you behave and your character, we can know like, she probably is a little high body count, but we would never know the actual number. Only you know, right?
Right.
So with that being said, we're not even including the man. My statement is that the woman's body count matters to the woman more than it does to the man, because it affects you more, because you can't lock down anyone. You feel unsatisfied a lot. It's hard to satisfy you. You become an unruly individual.
Or because you'd be comparing the past man to the current man you have.
Exactly.
I don't
So,
know.
so what
You
he
have to be a
so what
woman
he's
to
saying
know
is, if a
that.
woman has 100 bodies and she finds one guy that wants to marry her, she will never be satisfied with that guy that wants to marry her, because she will be thinking about all the other guys she had in the past, or maybe
That's not
I don't
true.
think
maybe this guy,
So-
maybe this guy had better sex, or this guy had more money, or this guy was more taller, or this guy was more muscular.
We care.
It could be whatever, but compared to a woman who's a virgin and who married.
But
You know
wouldn't
what I'm
they be
saying? Like,
more curious about what's out there than
No.
what someone else has?
How can you be more curious about something you never had?
Easy.
But that same thing goes for men, I feel
Social
like.
media.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
Yeah, no, so that's a
If
that
we-
isn't true. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if a woman only had sex with one dude and that's her husband, she's not gonna wonder what sex is like with another dude. Compared to if a woman has sex with 100 guys and she's married now, she's gonna constantly compare her now husband to the past dude she had in the past, because one was either better, his was bigger.
You have
All
pictures
faces.
you're doing that, I feel.
I'm just talking in general. No, women are doing that. You know
Right,
what I'm
like,
saying?
why-
So it would be harder to satisfy her. It would be easier to satisfy a woman who's a virgin, who never had sex with me, Cooley, Sean, Michael, etc., etc., etc.
Just like a
I
man,
don't think that's
forget
true.
If
Because I don't
hey,
compare
if I move
people
on, I move
to other
on.
people
Subconsciously, you do.
subconsciously.
Yeah, you
don't
do. And,
never been a woman,
actually, if
don't
we're
say
being
that.
honest, even no, you don't got to be a woman.
Yes, you do.
No, because men, we do it too. We're not speaking about the man yet. So let's just,
I'm just
make the
saying.
conversation be concise here, real
we could be
quick.
satisfied after 100 men.
We'll
Which
get
one
to
they-
men in a second, and it is a difference between men and women, but it doesn't mean that men don't feel effects of having sex with multiple know women, we do feel effects too, but it's long-term effects. For women, it's you get the effects take a while. Like for a man to feel like real effects of having sex with a whole lot of women, he would have to have a very high body count. But for a woman, she just has to experience just a few men, and it's like those effects will come up. So what I'm saying here on a part where you said that, well, if she's a virgin, she never experienced a man, so she's more likely to have fear of missing out, FOMO, so she'll want to experience men. That's incorrect. Like E said, well, if you never experienced, you can't miss something that you never experienced.
That's like looking at a steak and being like, I love New York strips.
You've never experienced it. You can't miss it. That's the thing. So let's make it make sense. Listen, lady, stop it. Listen to me. No, listen to me.
Be attracted to it.
No, listen to me. Fear of missing out. You said that a virgin that never has sex with a man, she can have fear of missing out.
Or curiosity.
No, she can have fear of missing out. Curiosity is much different than fear of missing something. So think about it, right? So you can be curious about something. You can experience, you can have some curiosity and stuff like that. But what's more potent? Missing something? You've had it before. You know exactly what it's like. That's more potent. Well, let me finish. No.
You do got to be curious first to feel like you're missing out.
You said you do have to be curious to feel like you're missing out?
Absolutely. I got to like it first and then say, dang, I wish I had that.
Again.
That don't even make sense of what you just said. Think about what you just said. You said you have to be curious first to find out if you're missing out.
Right.
Right? So think about this. We're speaking about fear of missing out. How can you miss something that you never had? You can only be curious. No, listen, you can only be curious of it. Listen, you can only be curious of it first. What I'm saying that the next step, what's more potent is if you've already had something.
Right. But you're saying missing
Stop it.
and
Listen,
missing out.
nope, you
That's
not,
two different
nope,
things.
nope, wrong.
Missing something that means you're missing something that happens. Missing out means you're missing something that you probably never experienced, but you feel like you need to.
No, you're moving the goalposts. We're not speaking. You're moving away from the topic, right?
Stop being.
Yeah. You moved it away from the topic of the part that we're speaking about. So here's what me and her are speaking about. She said that a virgin that never had sex with a man, she would have fear of missing out. I asked and then E said, well, how can you miss something that you never had?
Because you never had it.
Because you never had it, so you can't miss it. So
that doesn't make any sense.
Well, how can you?
Listen, look.
You've never had it. How can you miss it?
If you've never drunk lemonade, how can you miss drinking lemonade?
You can be curious for it.
I could smell the lemons from here.
Bro,
Delicious.
you can be curious about it. You can maybe want it, but you won't miss it.
Because you never had it. You never had something you never had.
This is a prime example on women math, women logic. Like, it's really logic. It's not rocket science, you know. It's really not rocket science. It's not hard. All they're saying is, how can you miss anything, no matter what it is, chocolate, candy, anything? How can you miss something of what you never had to miss? If you never had chocolate before, you wouldn't know to miss it. You wouldn't even know that it exists if you never had it, or if you never seen it before. You wouldn't know to miss it. You can only know something if you had it before and you tasted it. And since you didn't taste it in a while, you'll get the craving on, oh, I missed it. Oh, I need to taste it again, because you had it before and you missed that taste. So again, I mean, this is really logic. I don't understand how she's really getting this wrong. But again, this is woman logic right here. It don't make sense. Go ahead. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Missing it and missing out are two different things.
Yeah, we know that.
You know that.
You're saying,
that's why I said that you moved it to another statement.
Being so I missed out, meaning maybe I didn't experience, and I feel like I wanted to, and I missed out on the
Okay,
opportunity.
look, let me put it in simple terms. Let's say
Missing it means I had it, and I
let me put it in
missed-
simple terms for you, because you're
are
all
simple terms.
wrong. If
I'm not
you
wrong.
if you let's say you have an Android phone, right?
Ding dong.
Never had an iPhone.
Right.
But
Can you miss having an iPhone if you never had it?
Yeah,
Logic.
yeah,
You
I wish I had it.
of it.
I wish I had an iPhone. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, so that's why he left.
I got one, and I'm the only one with an Android. I'm missing out on the experience of an iPhone. What do you mean?
You really,
Right.
even if
Correct,
you,
right?
no,
the
listen.
fear of missing out
It's the
on
fear of missing
Listen, stop
out
it,
on
stop it.
something I never had.
No,
That is
listen.
very possible. It's a thing.
It's still, I'm missing out on something that I never had. I'm saying, well, what's more potent?
What's more potent?
We're comparing a virgin that had sex with no men or a chick that has sex with many men. What's going to be more potent? What's
The virgin.
what is not going to be more
She's not
potent?
missing out on nothing, because what's the miss if she had it? Or
Listen, no. Here's what we're comparing.
Go to the
we're
next new
comparing. No. Listen. We're comparing missing out to missed. Missing out to missed.
That's what I just said. You didn't hear me?
The chick that experienced many men, she's more likely to miss those men. That's more potent.
I had him.
The chick-
What's next?
Never mind. We gotta move on. The
Thank you.
chick that didn't have any men, she just missed out. That's not as potent as.
All right, Chad. I had enough of that. So that's why he walked out. That's why he walked away. Okay, because the chick was just not budging. She didn't understand, or she didn't want to understand. But that's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, so whatever y'all got, put y'all whatever y'all take in the comment section. You know, tell me what y'all think and stuff like that. That's crazy. All right, so the next one I got, this is from the PBD podcast. I like him. He's a amazing guy. I love his podcast. I love his episodes and everything what he got going on over there. Recently, he had Charleston White on, and here it
Watch for
goes.
free on the Hallmark Plus YouTube channel.
Please take care of Thomas. I'll be back by Christmas.
He kept a whore.
Watch for free on the Hallmark Plus YouTube channel.
Please take care of Thomas. I'll be back by Christmas.
Mary Magdalene. So when you read Jesus' story, other than the prostitute he met at the well, he don't really fuck with women. But he kept one particular woman with him and his 12 disciples to witness all these miracles. And she was.
I just want to say, with this whole tape, what Charleston White was talking about, he's trying to fit a narrative on how women being a whore, a WHORE, how is really acceptable, and he's trying to fit how Jesus kept Mary around because she was that, and he's trying to fit the narrative of what he's saying, how men love whores. So I just want to say I don't agree with his train of thoughts right there. I do not agree with that. He's just trying to fit that narrative into his to prove his point, but he's wrong on that. That wasn't the reason why Jesus kept Mary around, because he loved whores or stuff like that. No. And I'm not cursing. It's in the Bible. Whoremonger is in the Bible. But so that wasn't the reason why he kept her around. With that sinful nature thoughts of what he got going on. That wasn't it. But go ahead and listen.
Whore.
She was a what?
A whore.
Charles.
A hoe. That better hoe. That's what the Bible describes it as.
Okay.
Man, prostitution been around since this time.
So you're saying Joy wants to bring it back from Fox? Or you think
I think what a woman do with her body, she should pay taxes for it, but you can't regulate it. If she's selling what she's selling and she make money, make her file for 1099 for that pussy, file taxes on it.
Right.
But other than saying we need laws to put in place to make this legal,
Could be one way to pay off the national debt.
Yeah. It paid it out in 1 year. Man, don't nothing sell like that, but sugar and cotton don't
They'll
sell
pay
like
that off quick.
in 1 year.
In 1 year.
But no, she's a very nice looking lady.
She is?
Yeah.
So she's your type. So if she
Very much so.
If she would slide in your DMs, you would
She
respond.
look good.
I'll fly in tomorrow. I'll fly in tomorrow. And she like to talk too. Yeah, we'll
She ain't got
talk
a job.
all
She's
night.
not gonna know. She's not no job now. So maybe don't be surprised if it happens all of a sudden.
Call me, Joy. Oh, I got the right kind of instructions for you.
All right.
Your proper instructions motivate people.
She's got time.
That's why Bill Belichick was a bad man. Proper instruction motivate people.
But first ladies, like do you watch the first? You think like
I like the Kennedy lady. I like Miss
Jackie?
Jackie. Yeah, I like Miss Jackie.
she smoked a lot of cigarettes though.
Oh, that's all right. That was sexy back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sexy for the spoke cigarette.
So she's your first lady.
Yeah, she my first lady. Her and I love Nancy too. I love Nancy Reagan.
Really?
I love Nancy Reagan because she brought the DARE program to school. Drug abuse resistance education. This is your brain. And this is your brain on drugs. So yeah, man, she was very
classy.
Very classy. So those two ladies, class. Michelle Obama had some grace and class about herself as well. But she would make it known that she don't like people by facial expression. A woman don't give off no signal or nothing. She's always modest and composed. Another first lady, Thomas Jefferson, and man, I can't.
Thomas Jefferson. His wife.
His wife and his other, they started out as friends, ended up becoming enemies, and then became friends again by way of the wives writing to each other. So he was two buddies who were guys and friends.
Oh, yeah.
So they fell out. So it was Thomas Jefferson and another one. So just through history, from Jefferson's wife and his friend's wife. And then when I saw the Kennedys, Mama Kennedy, over dad and them.
Right.
Then when I saw Barbara Bush, them strong women. Them strong women are the ones who whisper in those men's ears when they get weak. They have
in a positive way.
In a positive
Yeah.
way. You can't be a thorn in your husband's side and he the president.
No, she's tough.
Yeah. So I watched the movies. I read the books.
We have a guy here that's his fantasy girl, Humberto. He is crazy about Barbara Bush. Like he's got posters by his computer. You go by his computer like the screensaver.
He must used to lay on the floor and look up under his grandmama dress, watch TV. I kind of figure out.
The dining table, he gives me that vibes too. Like,
So I understand the role that the first lady, or how powerful she can be in shaping a nation,
Totally.
and really bringing peace.
Women, you are powerful only. Let me repeat this. Women, you are powerful. I'm looking at you in your eyes. Women, you are powerful only when you stay in your femininity. I'm telling you, do not give your power away trying to be masculine, coming out of your femininity, coming out of yourself as a woman, trying to be your man. You're losing your power, because with that femininity, you can turn a man's neck when he's so masculine and hard just by a whisper in his ear and get what you want. You don't understand how powerful that is to a man. Because we run around so tough and hard and probably angry at times, and to get something so soft and gentle and smooth and warm, we melt like ice. And woman, that's y'all power. But right now in today's age, y'all lost y'all power, man. I believe y'all lost y'all power. But y'all can get it back, man. Y'all can get it back.
Yeah.
So if Trump had the right kind of woman,
you don't think he does?
No.
Stop.
They don't even like each other.
Come on, man.
Man, you can't fly another woman in from another country and treat her as your equal like you would treat a woman over here. You brought over her to mistreat her. No man from America goes overseas to get a woman and bring over here and treat her lovely.
They met here.
No, but she still was a foreign. They met somewhere else.
He didn't go get like a,
Man, he didn't. Man, listen, it's like a mail order bride.
Stop it.
He done had too many wives. He done been married so many times. At this point, this is a mail order bride. That's why now today, when they walk together, he leave the little bitch back there. You know how a nigga treated a woman after he done got tired of it. He don't hold his hand no more. He keep the umbrella. She got to hold her own umbrella. So she don't even stand with him no more. So it's obvious
Charleston,
they ain't
he
love.
always holds the umbrella for her.
I seen one he did. She must didn't give him none that night because you don't always treat your woman right.
Maybe they got into a fight.
Yeah, and it's okay.
Conversations.
But you can tell.
But you do think she's beautiful because Melania's.
Oh yes. So listen. So there's pictures of Melania and Trump and P. Diddy back in the mid '90s, and P. Diddy and Trump and Ivanka Trump got to look at each other.
Melania, you mean?
Yeah, Melania. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ivanka. Say GoPro the boy. You can't tell me they wasn't fucking later.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because
Amazon crazy.
AI.
Stop.
You can't tell me the tenacity that Diddy had sexually and his history. All these people went to this party. Why you think they together?
Charleston.
Why you? So it's some more pictures. Watch how they look at each other.
They're at many pictures. They're always at parties.
No, that's a Diddy party.
It's not a Diddy party.
So listen, man, there are so many pictures with Trump and Diddy. Why you think Trump said if they're mistreating him, I look into it? Because they buddies. They party buddies. Trump been hanging with niggas forever. Man, you can't tell me Diddy ain't. Man, but freaky as Diddy is, you think he ain't slide that pole up against that girl? Hey, how you doing, Miss Trump? And let her feel it, and then now they making eye contact with each other. And Trump a freak too. You can't be a billionaire and not be a freak sexually.
Charleston.
Man, I know reality. I know men. These men party together or fuck together. That's why they party together. That's why we party with the people we party with. It's somebody now we want to fuck. If we being real.
What do you think about Diddy?
He's innocent. Can't tell a man he can't whoop his woman and she don't call the police. If my neighbor see me kicking my wife ass, they ain't got no business butting it. Baby, you all right? If she say, I'm all right, leave us alone. Now, if she holler, help, y'all join in. But Cassie never holler for help. You can't, you can't tell me I got $1 billion.
She's trying to run away.
No, she's
going to the elevator.
She was stealing a high dollar bag during the sexual freak off we all agreed upon. She done got mad behind closed doors.
I don't know what video you've seen. Rob, pull up the video.
Man, I seen that video.
She's running.
She's stealing his bag. She didn't buy that bag. That's a theft. Bitch, give me my bag. Where you going? Big girl.
You're thinking.
Give me my shit. Give me my shit. You get on back in here.
You think this is okay?
Yeah.
Charleston.
Man, that's his woman. How can you tell that man he can't do that? Hey, man, that ain't my daughter. Why can't I say, man, ain't? So because
you have a daughter?
Yes. So listen, I also got some friends who they women is okay with that being happening because they're in this toxic relationship. This is not a normal relationship that America is thinking about. This is a drug-infused, both of them using drugs at a high level of extent. In the ghetto, this is normal.
Hey, YouTube, he got a point. In the ghetto, in the black community, it is the norm. I seen it with my own eyes. Me and you probably lived through it growing up. That is the norm. I gotta be honest, man. On my channel, No La Roulette Podcast, we honest right here, man.
But they doing this as rich people. This is not normal. Rich people do it on the inside. Rich people beat their wives on the inside. He just so happened to catch up, and he didn't beat her. He said, "Give me back my shit," kicked her and drug her back in there, and they finished fucking. Ain't nothing like fighting and fucking to make up. Best orgasms in the world. They make songs about it. We break up to make up. That's all that is. You don't see her coming back out that room.
Charleston
She said
White,
another woman
boy.
they were having sex. She went back in and started back having sex again. She didn't come out that room. The male prostitute said she called the book. She paid. She been having fun like a motherfucker. So she was compensated for what y'all sold.
What was the guy's name? Punisher or something like that?
The Punisher.
So
I wonder why they call that nickname. It's
he got a sledgehammer. So she was compensated for what we saw.
Yeah.
She was compensated for what we saw. So they put together this
$30 million or something.
Yeah, plus another 20 coming from the hotel.
Oh, another 20 coming from the hotel.
It came out in trial. So imagine this. Everybody been knowing about this. Why was they silent for so long? Because this has always been rumored. This is 10 years old tape. They been knowing about this.
Yeah.
The feds was on a goose hunt. The feds was on a goose hunt, and they blew a case.
Oh.
So they went and put together this big mafia type conspiracy RICO trial for a guy and his wife being freaky, his girlfriend being freaky. And they in agreement with this. Was he wrong for flying in male prostitutes? No. What's wrong with flying somebody in to have sex? I thought that's what rich people do to have sex. How they get there to you? How you?
Listen, man, I know me. If I make that kind of money, I am not bending the knee. I'm staying firm to the ground, 10 toes down. My booty hole will stay tight. That's real. I am not bending the knee. If I get that kind of money, I'm staying firm.
Fly your girlfriend, your other woman on the side that you don't want your wife knowing about. How they supposed to get to you? And you ain't supposed to give them no money when y'all get through fucking? I'm taking care of my little money. This my little bitch I be fucking. I play take care of her, even though she do this. So how can I go and say this is a sex worker? Shit, people ain't never identified as sex workers. They freaking having sex. So now our government get to rule in the bedroom. It's a clear case of government ruling in the bedroom. What I did outside that hotel, the jury said, not guilty.
You think he recorded all those guys? You think he's got the tape on all those people?
The FBI got the tape when they seized the house.
Oh, no shit.
They seized all of his computers.
Yeah.
And they made it seem like he had a Costco house full of baby oil. He only had a couple bottles. Our government paint a blurred picture about this man. Is he a horrible guy? Yeah. Should he be in prison? No. Should he be held without no bond? No. Every one of us know a guy who slaps his woman, and we don't say shit to him about slapping his woman.
What do you think about Epstein?
Uh-oh. He alive somewhere hiding.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to
prior to his death.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. If I ever find it, I'm gonna show y'all. But I think it's a video I seen circulating around where a person pointed out Epstein in the crowd at a game, like at a basketball game. He was in the crowd. I don't know. It could have been AI around the time, but I don't think AI was prevalent like that, like how we see it now. It wasn't like that when the video was circulating. When the video was uploaded at the time when I seen it. So, oh no, if I find it, I'll react to it and show y'all. But I don't know. Epstein probably is alive. Like dealing with this government, they like to fake death and keep him hidden somewhere so he can keep the train rolling with what he had going on with his islands and mansions and stuff. He was a very powerful man. But yeah, let's keep it going. Come on, Charleston. What you got?
There was already attempts made upon his life in jail. How is it a coincidence that he ended up in jail with a suicide, but the autopsy report said his larynx was crushed? You can't do that with suicide. Motherfucker choke you to do that. Why don't the media do Epstein like they do Diddy? We know everything. We know Diddy like to put cum on his nipples for men. Him and Cassie like to suck the cum off. So this is detail. Why we don't know details about Epstein? Where are the children? Where are their stories? Where are their testimonies? Why don't we have open access to Giselle's testimony and her cooperation with the government?
You mean Ghislaine? Yeah.
Ghislaine.
Yeah, yeah.
You know why? Because most of the people went to the island was politicians and powerful people, princesses of Wales, all them types, the real freaks, the evil people. The evil people who can go to an island and have access to children that nobody know have been kidnapped in the world. The evil people. Those are our politicians. Those aren't poor people. Those are not people on drugs. Those are not gangbangers that's doing this. Gangbangers hurt their own people. But it's a group of people that take our children and they disappear. And powerful people have access to them. There's a movie that I question to this day. It's called Sounds of Freedom, Cry of Freedom, about
Sounds of Freedom. Yeah.
Human. I cried watching that movie. I kept walking. I said, "Oh man." I said, "Why don't nobody promote this movie from Hollywood? Why don't our government promote this movie? Why do our government spend so much billions in Ukraine? And why don't we got some real laws for sexual exploitation and sexual abuse? Because they in on it too." So at the end of that movie, it says that
I agree.
child sex trafficking have surpassed drugs and guns in the world. You don't need to reply. You don't need to. You don't need to re-up with a kid. You catch him at 5, it's a sex slave till it die, unless somebody free it. So you asked me a question earlier. How does a kid survive that with no hope, agony? It's the resiliency of a child that adults lose throughout life. So man. So I think our government, all that, everybody full of shit. I wear a hat that says I think everybody's playing. We really ignore the conditions of our children in America. We have some of the most drug addicted children ever in the history of human existence today. More of our children go to bed hungry or live in abuse, neglect, and is exposed to more violence than any other group of children outside of these third world countries. But there's not a lot of resources, there's not a lot of things put into development. More things are being taken from the kids and given to the gays and the politicians in the interest groups. America's citizens is being robbed by politicians who put capitalism before citizenship.
Capitalism over citizenship.
Yeah. So that's why you hear the media. Terms and words are powerful. It's what Hitler used to exterminate a whole group of people. The Consumer Reporting Credit Act stripped us of our citizenship, because if you go pull my credit, you can go get access to me so you have stripped me of my citizenship. And the media now identifies Americans as the American consumer, not the American citizens. The American consumer. Everything's about a consumer report. Capitalism. They talk socialism, but they really want capitalism. Capitalism supersedes racism.
Capitalism supersedes racism?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
If you get enough money, they don't look at you like you a color. If you come in, man.
Isn't that a good thing?
Isn't that a good thing?
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah. But what about the people who can't access to capitalism?
A lot of people don't start off with the capital.
Most Americans won't get it and won't start off with it, according to what we're looking at today's Americans.
87% of millionaires are self-made. Most of billionaires, a lot of them inherited the money. Sure, you can put a number to it, but millionaires.
Man, that's crazy. Capitalism or slavery. Something to think about. Like, I mean, once you think about it, compare the two, which is more profitable. I mean, with slavery, America was built like crazy, you know? But now with capitalism that came along, everything just shot up. It's like on steroids 2.0. Oof. Charles White may have a point. Capitalism is crazy. But enough about that. So I think that's gonna be it. Let me see. Let me read some comments here. This guy said this guy should have his own radio station on GTA 6. I agree. PBD got bored with politics and said, F it, we ball. Let's get Charleston White. Okay. Another comment said they done exposed Charleston White to white people. Honestly, Charleston White has been like that, man. Charleston White been that dude. He ain't just got exposed. Let me see. Miss Jones said I had to come back and watch this interview again. Another one said this is why people love podcasts. Freedom of speech, allowing the guests to say whatever they want, even if the audience disagrees. And that is a like for me that I like. I like that. All right, so that's it, y'all, man. I'm about to log off. You know, this is some uncomfortable conversions. I was supposed to put conversations, but I guess typo and stuff. But all right, y'all, man. Drop y'all comments, leave a like, Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And subscribe to your boy channel, New Life Relay Podcast. And you know, I gotta leave y'all with what you mean. You ain't like, come in and subscribe to the channel, man. Peace.